All right, guys, so you can see what we're working on today. We got a new project. Golf cart. 1977 Harley Davidson golf cart with a 250 two-stroke motor.
Shabby.
Yeah. Basically, we got to redo. We're redoing the ground right now. We're not going to do it completely proper, but you know, from
Better than that is anything that we can.
And then if that, make sure that bolt fits through the hole. Oh yeah, like a glove. So then, like I said, we're gonna you can just start the bolt in. Then we can pinch it. We're just gonna pinch the ground. We clean the metal up on the frame, battery box, I guess you'd call it.
That metal's hot still.
Yeah. Will that fit?
Yep.
Sweet. And then, like I said, we're just gonna take the cable, and then I'm gonna get you. That might be a metric bolt, to be honest with you. And if you want, you can even spread the wire and straddle the bolt, or you can pinch it on one side. Maybe we want to spread the strands apart.
That.
You know, even like spread them wide so they go around, the bolt, and then it'll still crush it.
Like so.
Just like that. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Can you just push that up and then... Here, I'll hold the bolt up.
There you go.
And then you watch. Yep. Oh. Oh, yeah. If you can just get that in.
There we go.
Yep, start tightening it. And I think that might be a 10 millimeter, to be honest with you. I'm not sure.
All right, you're good.
All right, I'm going to go get a bolt. 1977 Harley golf cart. We got this thing turning over. Kind of what we did. We fixed the ground cable. We cleaned up the metal and then cut the old busted end off. Then we ran a new ground wire from the engine ground, which is mounted to the motor mount. Put an eyelet. Ran a ground wire to the same spot where the battery ground is. We bypassed the key switch. This thing had no key in it. We had no key, so all we had to do, there's just two wires underneath the dash.
Yep.
I just jumped them together. And then when I hit the pedal, it started clicking, and then now we got it turning over, and we even got spark. Take a look.
Yep. You can see it on the camera there.
Oh. Oh. Not anymore.
I can hear it zapping. Let go.
No more spark.
Go now.
Oh yeah, it's sparking yet.
Yep. We're good.
She just needs to get, I mean, the points are probably all sorts of scuzzy and nasty, but what we're going to do next, guys, is we're going to put a little bit of mixed two-stroke gas right down the cylinder.
Throw it whole.
And obviously that's mixed with oil, so you get a little bit of lubrication. The plug gap looks quite excessive, honestly.
Oh, excessive?
I'm going to go a little bit more conservative on the plug gap. With these old ignitions, if you go a little bit tighter on the gap, it doesn't take much energy to jump it. So it's easier on them versus trying to jump 35 thousandths versus 20 thousandths.
Yeah, switcher.
So we got the mixed gas in there. We got it on a trailer. We'll see if it's going to run away.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to turn it over with the compression of the engine, but... Oh, the battery's pretty weak.
Yeah.
Probably have to get a new, guys. We're going to update you a little bit on what's going on with this Harley golf cart. So we put a different battery in it out of a car with the side mount conversion kit factory with a brick underneath it to get it above the metal so it doesn't short out. You guys saw we ran a new ground wire. We actually got it running, guys. We checked for spark, put a little gas down it.
Put a fresh pickup line in, a new fuel line, fuel filter, ran line down the carb. Then we kind of pressurized the tank. We took turns. We took turns fucking inhaling dirty fumes.
Yep, we did remove the tank, took the straps, dumped it. Other than that, we have an issue not charging the best. In my eyes, it wasn't charging that good. And then this terminal, I think it's this one, gets extremely hot. And I sprayed it with PB just in case we have to take the things loose. So something's going on goofy. And then there's something with the selector for the forward reverse, makes it not want to start sometimes. So there's something goofy going on. There's a broken ground down there. Other than that, she's not bad. She runs good. So we see if we'll fire it up. But never even cleaned the carb. We just kind of fired it right up. She rev up. Nothing but the finest of Klotz oil. The brakes work. Nice. We got nice Klotz for.
Terminal smoking, yep.
Oh yeah, she's hot. I'm not sure if it's got so much rust it can't get through, or if it's something goofy going on where it has no way to get back. There's a ground issue. I gotta find a wiring diagram so I can make sense of how everything works. But runs good. Didn't even clean the carb, like I said. Just we pumped the tank, or dumped the tank out, put a new pickup line in the tank, which is where this grommet is. On the back side of that, we put a line down in the bottom of the tank, new line here. Like I said, just left the carb, pumped.
We screwed a nut on the pickup line to
Right.
keep it on the bottom, because otherwise the line was float on the top, obviously.
So what he's saying is we put a little weight on the end of the line in the tank to keep it on the bottom. Put in what, 2 gallons of gas?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 gallons.
Big tank.
Mixed 40-to-1 with Klotz. Definitely smoking
Gotta
nicely.
be smelling good when you're driving.
Drive belt extremely worn. Lots of rattly noises,
The
but
motor, man, that thing moves.
rubber mounted. Forward and reverse worked. We checked that. We got this thing for an absolute steal. Won't even tell you how much we paid for it because you never believe us anyways. But not a bad little project, guys. I'd say mint. But we got to get tires for the rear tires. How would you rate the rear tires, sir?
I don't know. Let's look at them. Seeing as though there's a dry rot crack that you could probably stick your hand through, yeah. Let's. We're gonna put some not freshies on here, semi-freshies. The freshly new used. We call them new used.
And then we basically bypass this key. We're gonna just put a little toggle.
Right.
Probably. We'll take this switch out and put a little toggle or a tether or something like that. So.
Right.
I'm gonna probably unplug the jumper though in case it gives power to the coil. I don't want to burn the coil out, so I'll do that. And then we'll get a regular different battery for it that's top mount correctly. And then we'll try to make sense of the wiring and see if I can diagnose the...
Steering's real nice.
Once we get the tires on, we can drive it, see if the charging system is putting out, and go from there. But at least the fuel system, engine, seems to be running fine.
Except for that hot wire.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but this thing, who knows how long it's at for, honestly.
We bought it from a strange buddy.
Yeah,
So-
he cleans out like estates, and I'm pretty sure this thing he said was sitting in the barn.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, it was inside because the motor doesn't have, wasn't tight, nothing rusted.
There's a dirty amount of spiders in this thing, too.
I did see a big dirty spider. I killed it instantly. And then it has this factory. This is for when you got to get out of the way.
They think the chicken's coming out.
Right. Put the airbox back in.
Yep.
But yeah, just got to get tires, guys, and we'll have a rip of us, taking this thing for a ride. We'll hopefully power wash it.
We're gonna fit as many chicks as we can in here.
For sure. But yeah, once we get tires fixed for it, we can at least take it for a drive, and figure out the charging after that. But just something, I never had a golf cart before. I always wanted one, but now I have one.
Another thing to add to the collection.
I think anything else, that's the old fuel line over there. Old nasty automotive filter.
Right.
But at least we got all the nasty. You show them the gas that was in that thing?
Oh, I think you dumped it already.
Oh, you dumped it out?
Yeah, you dumped it.
Guys, that gas was
was
disgusting.
Straight orange, guys.
I smelled a lot of nasty
Literally
snowmobile
orange.
gas, but that might have been one of the worst ones.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
It had such a strong scent. But we'll put plastic conduit over all of this so it doesn't chafe.
Yeah.
Obviously. But for temporary running, it's fine. Brakes work. Yeah.
You know the gas is bad when our dad says I could smell it. He's 10 feet away.
Yeah.
He's like, I know that gas isn't any good.
Nice thing about these guys is the tanks came off with 2 strap bolts. Pulled the whole tank right out.
And the straps still have structural integrity left in
I
too.
know.
They didn't even break off. I was expecting to peel them up and then go crink right
Oh,
off.
if you guys are looking for, I think I have the package. I put a new fuel tank grommet. It's from Stens. Lawnmowers use it. It was there. Dash 336. Is that 125? 125-336. Also a Toro part number. 46-6560. That'll get you a new fuel tank. That fits like snowmobiles with quarter or 5/16 fittings.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we just put some silicone spray to get it slippery.
Yep. And then
Put the grommet in first, then the fitting into the grommet. Otherwise, if you try to do it both, it ain't gonna fit in.
He had
I mean, it
a
might,
hell
but-
of a push too to get that sucker in.
I thought I was gonna
the
take
tank.
the tank.
I thought the tank was gonna go
I thought it was
boom
gonna shatter.
right down.
And I seen the shock wasn't seized either in the springs. It's got actually some suspension on it. I mean, how good is it? I don't know.
Some.
But it is.
Some.
You guys identify these model tags. 3B, three-wheeled gas, H7, 1977. So that's how
Made
you.
in Milwaukee.
Yep.
Wisconsin.
So that is the 1977 Harley golf cart project. Basically, had it running within half hour. Like I said, fix the ground. That's a temporary ground. That's not a permanent. We need to get a new eyelet, and then just figure out the charging system, and put some more gas in it and stuff like that. But
Alrighty, guys. The Bar Creek boys are out.